Alright, and 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the beautiful venue of Cody's apartment. And here we are starting off with Game 3, the penultimate game to decide this finale here. We have Cinderace Cody on the right and Rillaroom Cody still on the left. Cinderace Cody lost Game 2, so he is choosing to go second. This game, it's better for him. He can get a quick attack off, and it stops Rillaroom Cody from getting off an early super growth. So ultimately very beneficial. It looks like Cody, if he went second, he would already be able to get off the super growth and got a Marnie. So it would have been pretty good, but he won't be able to do that this turn. He can still get the Grookey out, and that's what I would imagine. But outside of that, his hand's not very good. This list does not run any Dedenne, any draw Pokemon outside. Just runs the Grass Boys. So. Which is kind of unfortunate for going first. Not much you can do, but there's also not much he needs to do. He really just needs to get. He doesn't even have to get an energy attached. Honestly, he can just getting some Pokemon in play is enough. He debates if he wants to get a Rillaboom V instead, but decides to go for the Grookey. Looks like. I think that's safe just to get it down. You don't need it this turn. Super Growth ignores the evolution, so it's not super important. And you're probably still going to Super Growth next turn. I don't think that you want to not Super Growth. But I think that that's the right play. Just get that Grookey down. Looks like he's taking his little time on shuffling there, doing his own cut. And what else does he have in his hand? I don't think there's very much there. Looks like he's energy. Got the energy per turn. Get that down, and then pass. So on Cinderace Cody's side, starting with a Mewtwo, not the most ideal starter, but you can get it out with Air Balloon Air Balloon Switch and Scoop of Net. It's actually not a bad starter at all. Obviously Jirachi and even Cinderace itself are probably better starters, but there's a lot of options to get that out and get that. You can get that scooped up and be able to use that effect later. So it's perfectly fine for that to be in the active. Here we have a delay of game, slowing it down, which is the Kitty Cat Shiva, kind of getting in the way. I think looks like she was on the chair. Judge interference. He top decks Zigzagoon there, but I didn't see a whole lot else from his hand. I'm not sure what else he's got going on. I believe I saw Dedenne there. The judge is still interfering. She's checking stuff out. So I wonder if there's an issue the judge is seeing, but she said to leaving the field there. But Cinderace Cody here is just debating what he wants to do. He does not want to lose this match. With the advantage, even with the weakness guard, this matchup was very much in his favor. So he decides to bench the Zigzagoon. Interesting play there. Getting that 10 damage down. Getting a giant Hearth. I know he's got we get the Poke Gear. He must have the Welder already then. Or yeah. Either have the Welder, because he wouldn't Dedenne if he was Giant Hearthing, so he must have the Welder in hand. But who is he trying to get energy onto? I didn't see a Quick Ball in his hand, and if he had a Pokecom, he wouldn't have benched Zigzagoon, I don't think. So, or maybe he did. Maybe he was gonna. So we get the cut there. Got the 2 fire down. What are we gonna see? Looks like, I think that's the Welder. Yep, that is the Welder. They're gonna get a Welder double fire down there. Okay, it looks like I got fire into the Welder. Don't worry about that alarm. It's fine. Getting data change, getting rid of the Welder and the boss's orders and the Malalana. So a lot of supporters down and Mewtwo in the active. Mewtwo goes down here. If he can't get it out of the active, it dies. He has no way of getting that back. So that's huge. But it looks like he's getting the Quick Ball away, the Wooloo. The double? He's getting the Heatran. And that play was really smart. Getting the Zigzagoon down gives knockout for Heatran. I mean, he could have done the GX for knockout, but this way he gets the knockout because he's only doing 260 with Heatran's first attack. Even with weakness. So by getting that Zigzagoon down and just did the Air Balloon, got all the energy on the Zigzagoon there, and so we're going to get a turn 2 3 prize knockout, and that is just devastating. Heatran's ability is going to pull up all the fire energy whenever it moves into the active, and then go for that Heat Stomp, I believe is the name. I just don't think that name's right, so I apologize. But gonna get the knockout, doing 130. Looks like did not get a Cinderace down, but it's honestly okay. He's got the Heatran because he's gonna do damage next turn. Heatran has the potential of doing 300 damage with a full welder, so plenty of potential to do damage. He may not even need the weak. He could just win even if Weakness Guard gets in play. So opponent Rillaroom Cody's already at a disadvantage. Hasn't had a chance to do a supporter or an attack, and he's already 3 prizes down. That is just devastating. And he's debating what to grab. It looks like he's eyeing another Eggrow, thinking that he still needs that Super Growth. I mean, he could just get a Thwackey down this turn and get a Rillaboom next turn, but that puts him a whole turn behind of energy and of attacking. And I think that he has to spend this turn getting the Super Growth. I think that is important. But unfortunately, that also puts game right there. That is Rillaboom Cody's win, or Cinderace Cody's win condition is right there. And with the great, we know he runs the 1 great catcher, so Cinderace Cody could technically still welder that 3 for the 6, or welder and manual attach for 300, and then get the great catcher. So plenty of options here. It's not looking good. It looks like we have the boss order in hand, so if Weakness Guard does not come down, this game is over. This game is going to be over if we don't get a Weakness Guard. We got the Marnie, and there's no Weakness Guard. Yep, that is no Weakness Guard at all. Rillaboom Cody doesn't know that the boss order is in hand, but that's game. There's literally nothing he can do to stop his opponent from winning. He has no way of, with that hand, he has no way of stalling by pulling someone else up. I think maybe he's realizing that he's in trouble here, whiffing the Weakness Guard. Well, it wasn't guaranteed, still really needed to hit it, and fortunately, just relying on a 2 of and a 60 card deck, just really hard. Looks like he's debating what to attach the energy to. If he wants to retreat the Grookey, looks like he's thinking about if he wants to even super, because he knows he can't Super Growth. If he Super Growths, then it's over. And he can't retreat and attack is the problem too. So it takes it back. It looks like he's retreating, gonna sack. Yep. He looks put it back in his hand kind of awkwardly, but nope, he's gonna sack the Rillaboom V here. That is his best option. He needs that Thwackey. And actually, in hindsight, I realized that I made a mistake. He didn't have to. Yeah, he could have actually just not even gone for Super Growth this turn, because he would have this turn got a Thwackey. Next turn he would have gotten the Rillaboom out and been able to do the ability there. Because if he would have gotten a Rillaboom this turn, he wouldn't get it until next turn anyway. So yeah, maybe getting the aggro down was not the right idea. That he should have just gone for the slow evolution at that point. He was so set on that being his 1 out, and unfortunately that is his downside. That's a 3 prize game ending right there. We see Rillaboom or Cinderace Cody draw for turn. Does he just see he has it? Does he realize his GX? So maybe he's thinking, do I need to get Zigzagoon down again? He doesn't. The GX is enough. Judge Shiva's coming out to see, make sure the players are doing okay in this end of the game. Looks like he is getting the Giant Hearth down. The fact he didn't just play it down means he doesn't realize he has it yet. And is that the realization? Is that it? That's the realization. He realized that he just had it. He didn't need to get any more energy in play. He could just hot burn for 150 times 2, 300, taking the 3 prizes by turn 2. The end of turn 2 wraps it up. And let's hear a quick word from our victor here. Hello, Cinderace Cody. What do you think? Welder's a good card.